All right, this is your circuit to do if you do not have any weights at home. This is your new circuit. We're gonna start with inchworms plus push-ups. So for the inchworm, you're gonna start at the end of your mat, standing up nice and tall. Reach overhead. Then you're gonna bring your hands down to your feet. Keep your legs mostly straight, bend your knees if you need to. Walk your hands out, all the way out. Do a push-up. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stand up tall. That's one. All the way out, nice and high into that push-up. And then walk your hands back, stand up tall, arms up, that's two. That's your first exercise. Next, you're gonna do a deadlift with arm extension. So for this, you're gonna get in your deadlift stance, you're gonna hinge at your hips, you're gonna push your butt back. And as you do that, you're gonna extend your arms forward and hold. And you should feel your hamstrings activated here. Come back up, that's one. Press your butt back, arms out, hold. You can bring your toes up off the floor a little bit. That'll help you feel it in your hamstrings. So front view looks like this. You're reaching your arms forward as you push your butt back. Next is our wide arm bicep curls. You're gonna put your hands in a fist, bring your arms out. Keep those fists nice and tight so you're keeping your arms activated. Curl, and I want you to think about activating your biceps. Think about showing your muscles here. Squeeze, and then extend all the way out straight, keeping your arms up the entire time, holding them up here. So this is gonna help you keep the biceps activated, keep the arms and shoulders activated, by keeping your hand in your fist and mindfully activating your biceps. Next is reverse lunges. For these, you're gonna step back into your lunge, sink down, come back up, step forward. That's one. Same side, step back, sink down, press up, step forward. That's two. On these, we're not using momentum. I want you to actually pause in each position so you're getting the most out of all your muscle activations here. And then you'll do a little bit of core. That'll end for circuit one. For circuit two, we're gonna start with deadlift raises. So you're gonna get into a single leg deadlift stance. So here, you're gonna hinge at your hips. You're gonna let your arms just hang down. You're gonna balance on that front leg, and the back leg is gonna lift up and then back down. You're just tapping your foot to the floor. Try to keep your legs straight and keep your hip in line so your hip's not rotating. You're gonna keep your hips and your glutes level here. And just bringing your heels straight up behind you. Those are your single leg deadlift raises. Next, we're gonna do dips. So you wanna have something that's pressed up against the wall or like your couch, something that you're not gonna move very easily. You're gonna bring your feet out in front of you. Hands are on the bench, chair, couch, whatever it is behind you that you're balancing on. And you're gonna lower yourself down towards the ground and back up. Bring yourself all the way to the ground without actually sitting on the ground or as close to it as you can. If these are super easy, you're gonna elevate your feet. That'll make it a little harder for you. If it's too hard to do them that way, you can bend your knees. Just make sure that you're not pushing up with your legs here. You're using your arms. You want to use your tricep muscles here, which is this muscle right here. Next is our block steps. And I don't have a block here in front of me, but you would stand on a yoga block or the curb or the bottom of your stairwell. You're going to extend one leg in front of you, balance on the other leg. This is the leg that's standing on the step. And just bend your knee slightly and lower yourself up and down. Okay, so from the side, you're here. You don't have to go very far. If you don't have anything to balance on, you can do it this way. Just make sure that you keep your leg up high enough that you can actually move up and down. And then our last exercise of circuit two is front to side raises. So we're gonna use our fists again. Bring your fists down to your thighs. Stand up nice and tall. Raise those fists up to shoulder height. Pause. Out to the side. Pause. And down. So keep those fists nice and tight. So it helps you keep your arms and shoulders activated. On these, we're not flying through it. This is a slow, controlled movement. And you pause after every single position before you change to the next one. All right, and then end with another minute of core. That's circuit two. Circuit three, we're gonna go into a high plank plus shoulder tap. So you're gonna start here in your high plank. Your hands are under your shoulders. And your goal, you're gonna have your feet a little bit wider. Your goal is to tap the opposite shoulder without moving your body a whole lot. So try to hold yourself still. Your head should be in neutral. I'm just looking at the camera while you tap your shoulder. From the side, so you can see that I'm not moving my body a whole lot. I'm gonna be feet spread here, tap the shoulders, opposite shoulder, without moving my body. I'm just moving my arms. Try not to wiggle your hips a whole lot. Our next exercise is bird dogs. For this one, you're gonna start on all fours. You're gonna extend your opposite arm and leg out. Hold here. If you're struggling for this, this will be the exercise for you. You're just gonna hold here and balance. If you can stay balanced here, then you're gonna bring your elbow and knee together under your body, and then extend back out. Again with this, just like the other ones, we're not using momentum here. We're trying to balance. You want to keep your body still, keep your core still. You're just moving your elbow to your knee. So that arm and leg are moving. You shouldn't be moving your entire body a whole lot. All right, next, we're gonna go on or back. Bridge pulses. So for this one, you can just bring your arms out to your side. You're gonna go up into a bridge as high as you can. Come down, just tap the ground. Press back up as high as you can. Come down slowly, tap, press up. So on every single one, just tap the ground, press back up to the top, and just hold for a moment as you sink down slowly. All right, and then we're gonna finish the circuit with some squats. So for these, we're gonna do narrow squats into a wide squat. So you're gonna actually have a smaller squat stance than normal. So keep your feet just under your hips or slightly inside of your hips. Don't go down very far. Just sink down a little ways into that squat. Stand up, step wide, sink down, come back up, step together, sink down again, up, step to the other side. So you're just moving back and forth from a narrow squat into a wide squat. And moving from left to right as you do this. So for this one, especially on the narrow squat, if you have bad knees, you may not want to go down very far. Also, so from the side, make sure that you, in the narrow squat, are pushing your butt back and sitting down. You don't want to be leaning forward, okay? So sit back and down. Whether you're doing a wide squat or a narrow squat, you want to think about sitting back and down on this. I'm going to finish up with another minute of core. That's circuit 3.